Alright, what's up, guys? It's Naru, and we're gonna go ahead and get this first episode of Road to Onyx kicked off. The first thing you need to know is we're playing on the map Synapse, and as you can see, just like every other map in the arena, Synapse is completely symmetrical, meaning that it plays the same on both sides, it's just flipped. In this game, I'm going to be playing Red Spawn, but we're going to go ahead and get the power weapons out of the way. There's snipers on both sides in this little corner area. I don't know exactly what the respawn timer is on them. It's somewhere between 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I know that. But I've never sat down and timed them out completely. You've got a shotgun right here on gold or yellow, whatever you want to call it, that has a 3 minute respawn, and a rocket over here directly on the opposite side that is also on a 3 minute respawn. Now, if you're wanting, say, a generalized setup, if you're playing with a team, you're going to want somebody over here in the rocket side. If you're playing red spawn like I am in this particular gameplay, then you'd probably want somebody set up like right here. They can see their courtyard. They can see that main spawn point over there. They can see, these guys coming out of the side of their base. It is a little bit of an aggressive spot. You're going to be taking a lot of fire, usually once they've figured out that you're here. But you've got plenty of cover behind this pillar and this covenant telecom or whatever it is. And you can always fade back to your side of the map if you need to. And there's a health pack right here. And this is another spot where you'd want to put somebody up at top mid, preferably around this sort of area because he can help the guy that's out over here on rocket side, and he can also assist whoever's going to be over by the shoddy. But he definitely has plenty of cover with this big pillar, and if all else fails and he gets shot from like right here, he can always just come around the corner and then drop right back down to behind that wall. And the third spot, and this is my preferred spot, is I like to be over here at gold or the shoddy spawn. This is my favorite spot to play the map from. It's just a little bit more open, and it does have the bonus of the snipers being right behind it. But I like it more for my style of play right here because it's a little bit more open. So when I do have the sniper rifle, I can see a little bit more, whereas I'm a little bit more confined over there on rocket side or at top mid. And your fourth guy, you could pretty much have him around as a roamer, or he could kind of play this bottom mid area. You've pretty much got everything else covered from those other three positions, so your fourth guy can kind of just go like right here, and he can see two of the main spawn points, and he can kind of come in here and get the one shots that you're not able to clean up from shoddy or rockets or the top mid area. But generally, you don't want to play too aggressive, especially on a map like this, because it's sort of a standoff map. Uh, you just kind of want to take over the middle of the map and force them into their spawn, and that's usually the best way to play it. But having one guy play aggressive and going in, cleaning up one shot is a very valid strategy that I end up doing a little bit here. But we're gonna go ahead and get this first episode of Road to Onyx kicked off. Alright guys, so off the start here, I take a pretty standard opening route for me when I'm playing this map. I go straight for the sniper, and then I do the jump up to gold, and I look across at the other sniper spawn. Usually what'll happen is both guys that have the snipers will do that exact same thing that I did, and it becomes a standoff. But they actually all four rush the rocket side, and I wasn't expecting that. And we actually are playing probably about 3/4 of this game as a 3v4 because we do have an AFK for quite a while, and as you see, he just got taken out by the rocket guy, and then so did he. And I come back and I look from our snipe because I was hoping the rocket guy would come around the corner and I could clean him up, but it doesn't happen. He had a sloppy snipe right there. My teammate cleans up the one guy that I did one shot. So I know they're going to be spawning back at their base, so I'm watching top mid because that's where I would expect a push from, but they actually come bottom mid, which you really shouldn't ever do when you have this much control of the map. I mean, they have us push back into our base. They should have came through shoddy or rockets and tried to keep the height advantage on us to keep us pressed down. But since they didn't, I push up into the shoddy a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't get to stay here too long. This guy hits me with a rocket. Doesn't kill me, but I still have to back down. I get my shields back. I'm just trying to stay alive, looking over at the rockets, and I hear from my teammate right here that this next guy's one shot, so I just body shot. I think it's Richie, yeah. And this next one's kind of a mistake. I probably should have tried to quick scope it all on that guy, or just pulled out my DMR. If I had just pulled out my DMR right away, I probably would have killed him, but my teammate cleans him up for me since I got double teamed right there. And off the spawn, I'm looking towards shoddy because I know that's where they're at, but I've got some sloppy shooting. But I go back to my base and I take the height advantage like you should always do. I get up on top of it. I throw the frag over there hoping to weaken that guy, and I slowly work my way back over to the sniper. And right here, there's not really anything I could do. That was the AFK guy that's standing next to me. He gets plasma. And I do like a little juke maneuver to run underneath this guy as he's jumping over to come get me. And I probably should have pulled out the DMR, but I thought he was, you know, on to me spinning around. So I tried to no-scope instead, and we ended up trading. And this next shot I kind of get cheated out of, I'd say. Like right there, I saw my teammate popped his shields with the DMR. That body shot should have counted, but I got a bloodshot instead. Make that guy one shot, teammate cleans him up. And I probably should have double melee'd right there just to trade, but they get a kill on me. Off of spawn, I spawn in the sniper, and I know that he was running that way, so that's why I come over. And I get kind of lucky right there that the second guy's one shot, but I clean him up anyway. And I immediately go back to the shotty, because like I mentioned in the beginning, it's my comfort zone. I prefer to be over here. And now I'm playing just a little bit aggressive to try to get these guys on their heels and keep them out of our base. I play a little bit too aggressive right here, though, because I'm one shot, and I keep push out to try to get pro shot, and he just pretty much turns and takes my face off. And off of this spawn, I spawn in the snipe again, and trying to figure out if I wanted to go jump up or just go through bottom mid, but I ended up just going up the ramp anyway to try to take back over Shoddy. We don't have anybody on Rocket side, so I know they have that. That's why I looked immediately over here, and I'm putting some suppressive fire over there on Romeo. I see pro shots on the top of their base trying to get some shots in on shotgun. I make him one shot and I see he backs down, so I immediately go towards their sniper because I know they haven't picked it up. I haven't heard it all match. And this is a little bit aggressive since I'm sitting in their spawn, but there's a sloppy snipe there after I picked up a pro shot, but I get him anyway. And I also clean up, I think, 2 more kills right here. Me and Romeo right here, double beat down. And normally right here, where I got that nasty no-scope on that guy, normally I would have tried to just be a little bit passive and try to pull off something by running around the pillar to just try to make him work for the kill. But I had the sniper rifle and I didn't want to give them their power weapon back. That's why I decided to challenge, and it did end up working. But the second guy that comes down, I'm not able to stay alive because they spawned in the bottom of their base. And right here I heard the call out that they have rockets again, so that's why I'm kind of coming bottom mid and putting shots in. I'm not able to actually clean up Richie with the rockets though. He gets away right there. So I push bottom because we have a guy on Shoddy, and peek shot this guy a little bit, and I believe Richie comes back with the rockets. And right here I should have just kept shooting him, but I threw the frag because I thought he was going to turn and rocket me, but he ended up rocketing my teammate instead. So I come right back up here to Shoddy, and I see we have a guy over on rockets. I'm checking the snipe spawn. We got 2 guys on rockets, 2 guys Shoddy. It's a fairly decent setup. I see pro shot over there, and I'm not trying to actually kill him. I'm just trying to get him to back down, and I probably could have got lucky and killed him right there, but I didn't get the headshot on him. And still doing the same thing. I'm just trying to suppress them, let our teammates move up, checking the sniper again. It's not back up. I dropped down because I heard that they were making a push, and I gotta come over here. And this is probably the best defensive move I make the whole match. See, I'm weak, and he's getting ready to come for me. I throw the preemptive nade right here, and I believe it's Romeo that comes around the corner. He gets hit by it, and because he's one shot and weak, he doesn't push me. And my teammate actually ends up cleaning him up. But that's probably the best defensive play in this whole match right there, is just making sure he didn't push me and get me while I was weak. Clean up this guy. I was hoping he had some snipe bullets left, but he doesn't. But I noticed we have nobody over on the rockets or top mid, so that's why I'm moving up over here right now. And I'm just going to try to control, and I see that they're all pushing Shoddy this time, so that's why I'm throwing frags and stuff over there. I dropped to get this guy. I probably didn't need to. And then I look through the cracks right here because I know they're in their courtyard. And I clean up this guy, clean up Richie, and then I see that they're going to chase me. So right here, I knew I was going to be taking a death, but I wanted to try to get as much damage in on him as I could. Fortunately, my melee didn't register on him, so they pretty much got away scot-free. But as you can see, we've almost caught back up to him. We tied the leader right there. Our snipe's still not back, so I guess somebody on their team is holding it, or one of our teammates is holding it. And I play a little bit too aggressive right here. The reason I made that push is because I know that their sniper would be respawning soon because I had it last time, and I'm the one that picked it up. But unfortunately, they all spawned right there and took me out. But I go right back knowing that their sniper's getting ready to spawn. I don't want them to have that power weapon. So I'm throwing the preemptive frags and stuff over there. Pro shot once again is dancing on top of their base. And there's the snipe. I hit it with the frag whenever I threw it. Now I'm just going to try to just help my teammates right here. Pro shot gets a little bit greedy, steps back out again, and I take him out. Teammate cleans up that guy before I get the shot on him. And I saw that they spawned Shoddy right here, so I'm going to make a move towards their base and get the nice no-scope on Pro Shot. Even though it's their base, I'm making the move here because it has cover, and it's better than me being out in the courtyard. Some sloppy sniping right there, and I was pretty much sure that I was going to take another death right here, and that's why I just meleeed. I could have just switched the DMR and kill him. I was actually expecting him to come around the corner and just melee beat down me to kill me, but he doesn't, and we finally get the last kill right there. It ends up 50-46. Our poop doop skadoo guy finally came back from being AFK and he ended up picking up 6 kills. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this first episode of the Road to Onyx, and the second one I believe is going to be a 1561 rating game on Uncaged.